On today's 15 on 15, we take a look at marketing Aruba at its finest. A setup with Prime Minister Ayman in New York City on national television. Plus, new mothers beware, there is a recommended time period of when you should shed off your baby weight by. And we sit down with university students to find out how they plan on developing various sectors in Aruba once they graduate. 15 on 15 starts right now. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I'm Yentl Lieuw. New York is one of Aruba's primary tourism markets, having a setup in the middle of downtown to encourage the people to get out of the cold and come to Aruba is marketing at its finest. Add the island's prime minister and a national television station to the setup makes it even better. Meteorologist Maria Molina of Fox News shined the spotlight on Aruba after her daily weather report. It is the perfect segue from the cold to the hot.
Speaking of cold weather, this time of the year, the best place to be would be in the Caribbean. And today we actually have Prime Minister Mike Ayman. Thank you so much for joining us early this morning.
Welcome to this piece of Aruba in New York.
Yeah, and we have a beautiful setup here with sand. We have breakfast.
Some Aruba pastiche for you, and so you can get into the feeling of the warmth of Aruba. So that's the only thing I could have done by coming with a piece of Aruba, you could feel a little bit warmer here. In Aruba right now it's 88 degrees.
88 degrees, that's right. We actually have that weather map. You can see it over there on that screen. So high temperatures today?
Yes, high temperatures always. And we have all year long. There is a average of 88, between 80 and 88.
So
and,
very stable climate.
Very stable,
the year.
warm, nice, and the place for you to be, especially during winter.
And what makes Aruba so much better than all the other islands in the Caribbean?
Well, all the Caribbean islands are beautiful, and we love them all. And what makes us proud of Aruba is that outside of only the resorts and the most beautiful beaches in the world, the hospitality of our people is so special. Aruba has one of the highest rate of people that return every year back to Aruba.
And speaking of return, here, let's go ahead and sit on the chairs and enjoy our beautiful setup that we have out here. Speaking of high return rate of tourists, your wife, she visited Aruba about 30 years ago and never came back, right?
Well, she fell in love with Aruba. I don't think it was with me, but she fell in love with Aruba, and so she stayed and we married, and so now she forms part of the Aruban community and a proud Aruban now.
Thank you very much for having us.
So now I have my pin and I will be visiting Aruba. I've never been, but I look forward to it. All right, let's send it back inside.
As great as Aruba's weather may be, the lack of rain does affect farmers and the Department of Agriculture, which is Santa Rosa. We have the director of the department to explain how they are handling the dry season.
Well, Aruba has always been known as a very dry island. However, we were beneficial enough during the year 2004. We had a pretty intense rain season. So the majority of the water reserves were filled quite enough to sustain, the drought between that area or that year up to today. However, this year we had the impact of the drought was so strong that almost all the water reserves are completely empty.
Santa Rosa is working on solutions.
What we're doing about it is we started with two strategies. We are opening up old freshwater wells that in the past used to be open to the public for as common water to be used every day. And in addition to that, we're also working at a special project. It's the updated UV system.
The other solution involves processing the black water into reusable water for irrigation purposes in Barquisimeto. It will be controlled as to who will use the water and how. This is all to help farmers get through the drought. On that note, we'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back from the break. New research indicates there is a designated time period in which new mothers should try to lose their baby weight by. Canadian doctors suggest 3 to 12 months after birth is the key time to start working those pounds off. New mothers not only have a small infant to care for, they also have to care for themselves. This includes getting back into shape. New research out of Canada says mothers who fail to lose excess weight within a year after delivery may be risking their health. Women in this group have higher blood pressure and other risk factor for later diabetes and heart disease. The elevated risk factors seen 1 year after giving birth in women who did not lose weight were present at 3 months after childbirth. This suggests that 3 to 12 months after birth is a critical time for women to lose at least some of the weight gained during pregnancy. So the message here is, don't delay. Your nose can detect 1 trillion odors. This is far more than previously thought. Until now, the long-held belief was that we can sniff out about 10,000 smells. U.S. scientists suggest the human nose outperforms the eye and the ear in terms of the number of stimuli it can distinguish between. The human eye uses 3 light receptors that work together to see up to 10 million colors, while the ear can hear almost 500,000 tones. Neither, however, comes close to the amount of scents the nose can detect. And turning the page over to another lifestyle topic, if you are having more skin breakouts than usual, there are certain foods you should add to your diet for clear complexion. Take a look. Oily fish like salmon or tuna prevents blemishes. Eating fish provides your body with a B vitamin that, among its many functions, produces fatty acids and metabolizes amino acids. Next on the list are sweet potatoes. This produce provides your body with lots of water, keeping your skin and other cells adequately hydrated. Also, almonds are packed with vitamin E. They can help you maintain healthy skin as well. Last but certainly not least, there is orange juice. It provides fluids to keep you hydrated, and there's vitamin C, which works as an antioxidant to protect skin and other cells from damage caused by free radicals in the environment and in your body. When we come back, we'll have university students. Here's a sneak peek. The University of Aruba's open house is coming up on Thursday night. I sat down with 4 students who all have different majors to see what they feel needs to be worked on in Aruba in order to improve the island, whether it be the tourism sector or the judicial system. The University of Aruba students that I sat down with discussed with me what they've gained from studying at the institution. During the interview, they revealed how they'd like to change the island in relation to the sector they are focusing on. Yentl Lieuw, a third-year student studying tourism at the university, says visitors' knowledge on local culture is needed.
I think right now the focus is on culture. So right now I am currently doing my thesis as well, and with a focus on culture, I think that it's very important for the tourists that are coming to Aruba to know what Aruba actually offers. Not only the tourist attractions, but also what the locals really do here, how they live, how they interact with the tourists, what the life is on Aruba with the locals. And I think that's very important for the tourists to know, which I think right now we are gearing our focus towards that.
When it comes to attracting the younger generations to Aruba, the ATA intern has a few ideas.
I think we need to look at what are the characteristics and what are the primary things that they are interested in as a younger generation, because we know that they do differ from the older generation that we are used to, the repeat visitors. And I think we need to focus on what they are really interested in and then try to cater to what they want or what they need.
Yentl Lieuw is a first-year law student. She says law is for those who want to make an impact in society.
Law plays a vital role in our society and affects a very great part of our daily life. For example, driving a car, renting a house, buying something in a shop. So the reason why I decided to study at the University of Aruba is I have many reasons. Because the University of Aruba offers courses that focus on the differences and similarities with the Dutch legal system in particular. And also they offer classes, small classes, that focus on personal attention on every student.
Larissa feels more attention regarding domestic violence is necessary within the judicial system. There needs to be more long-term solutions for women suffering from domestic abuse.
Well, I do think that we already have laws based on abuse in general, but not laws based on domestic abuse specifically. And also, I do believe that if women or children at home or even men at home are experiencing abuse and they look for shelter, they can find shelter at different foundations and organizations. But after that, usually it stops at just that help. It doesn't go further than really taking action. And I would like to make a change in this.
We will have 2 more students on the next show discussing management and leadership as well as social work. The University of Aruba's open house is scheduled on Thursday night starting at 6 p.m. For more information, you can call 582-3901. That is our show for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here with a brand new edition of 15 on 15 on Thursday night starting at 7:15 p.m. So we will see you then.